Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's software class. We're going to go ahead and get started in just 5 minutes. I'm going to quickly set up the Facebook community. So just give me a couple of minutes and we will get started. So on Zoom, who here is joining me for the very first time? Like you've never been in a software class before. Go ahead, do me a favor and raise your hand. You should see like a hand button like down here somewhere. All right, cool. I see some new people. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you for hanging out with me. Really pumped for that. I know you probably have some things to do today, but you're hanging out with me for the next, 30 minutes, and that means a lot. So I promise to make every single moment worth it, and I promise to give every bit of knowledge that I have on today's topic to you, so I will not hold back. And all I ask in return is that you participate. Like you raise your hand, you ask questions, just show me that you want to be here and you want to learn. All right, so can you promise me that? If you promise me that, do me a favor, raise your hand again. All right, cool. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, so you're gonna hear me ask that question again because more people are gonna trickle on in pretty soon. You're here early, so thank you. So since you're here early, you're gonna get to know me for the next, 30 minutes. So I wanna get to know you. So you should see a chat box somewhere down here. Let me know, how long have you been doing credit repair? And where are you from? All right, cool. See some people from California. That's where I'm from. Awesome. All right, getting started on Facebook right now. Hello, Facebook and Zoom. Again, you saw me do this introduction already, but now I'm on Facebook. Now I'm going to welcome everyone one more time. So, hey, thank you for hanging out with me today. Happy Thursday, almost Friday. Thursday is my favorite topic. I love teaching the other classes, but Thursday is by far my favorite. So if you're joining me for the very first time, you're in for a huge treat. You're going to learn a lot today. You're going to learn enough to know how to go out there and get some leads. I'm going to teach you how to do just that. And I'm also going to teach you, of course, how to help out your clients. So like how to import their credit report, how to create a dispute letter, and a lot more. So today is going to be jam-packed of information. So I'm really pumped for today. So Facebook, do me a favor. If you're watching me live, can you leave me a comment just saying #live? So just go into the comment section, write out a comment saying #live. And if you're watching a replay, do me a favor and put in #replay. So if you're watching me live, go ahead and actually click on the love button. And if you're watching a replay, go ahead and click on the like button. Let's see who gets more reactions. All right, so, someone is from Birmingham, Alabama, Wayne. Hey, thanks, Wayne. Thanks for hanging out with us today all the way from Alabama. Alabama sounds beautiful. I love that. Kenneth Rogers over on Facebook. Hey, thank you. The other day, I really appreciated, Kenneth, the fact that you participated so much. So I look forward to you doing that again today. That was really cool. So yeah, Kenneth, I love having you here. You're awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the whole presentation. All right, so let me go over here. All right, cool. Oh man, I'm so pumped for today. You'll find out why in a bit. I'll tell you exactly why. So welcome to today's software class. We do these Monday through Friday. Each day is a different topic. So if you don't get what you want to today, which you're gonna get everything you want today and more. Then join me on another class, and you'll learn, like some classes we go over how to build a $1,500 website that converts. That'll have you have leads signing up like nothing, and that's going to be covered on Wednesday. So that's, again, like if you want to learn how to build a website for under $20 in under 15 minutes, then you want to join me on Wednesdays, which was yesterday. And then on Tuesdays, we go over the back end of your business. So I teach you how to get paid from your clients and how does the right merchant accounts you need to get to start with your credit repair business. And I teach you 2 ways that a lot of our credit Repair Cloud users and credit heroes are actually making an additional, $3,000 plus a month doing no extra work. Like you're making more money off of the same exact clients. And I teach you how to do just that. And that's on Tuesdays. And then on Mondays, I go over, the workflow that our credit millionaires are making, the people in our Millionaires Club, and the workflow they're doing to add in all of their clients. And yeah, so if you want to join me on Monday to learn what other people are doing that are making over $1 million, then you want to join me on Monday. And tomorrow we go over just questions and answers. So if you have any questions whatsoever about the software, about website hosting, anything, then join us tomorrow. And you can ask your questions and we'll help you out. All right. So before we go any further, my name is Michael. I have been a part of Credit Repair Cloud team for 4.5 years now. And while I have been here, I have seen so many startup companies just start being created. So people that are not doing credit repair full time, they are trying out Credit Repair Cloud and they are making a ton of money. It seems very, very fast. So if you're not doing credit repair full time yet, but you want to someday, go ahead and if you're on Facebook, click on that love button and leave me a comment saying I want to do this full time. If you're on Zoom, do me a favor, raise your hand if you're not doing it full time just yet. All right, cool. All right, if you're raising your hand, you're not the only one. Now, I want to see who's paying attention. I want to see who's awake. If you are doing credit repair full time, go ahead and raise your hand. All right, cool. People raise their hand for both, but I still see some sleepers. So please, if you're not participating, most of the people in this session are. So please join them. All right. So I promise, my promise to you before we get started is I'm going to teach you everything I know about today's topic. I'm not going to hold back one bit. You're gonna know everything that I know. And trust me, I've been here for 4.5 years, so I see what people are doing that are making over $1 million. I know, I see what people are talking about in the Facebook community. I always make sure I hear everyone and see what they're doing, and I try to, also help out the new people and I teach them what very successful people are doing. So again, I'll teach you everything that I know, and all I ask in return, this is it. Just participate today, all right? So raise your hand, ask questions, show me that you want to learn what I'm throwing at you, okay? Because if I don't get that vibe that you want to learn what I'm throwing at you, then I'm gonna get kind of insecure. I'm gonna be like, maybe they don't want to learn this, and then guess what? And I'm just not gonna teach it. So show me that you want to learn. So if you can promise me right now that you'll participate, do me a favor, if you're on Zoom, raise your hand. Facebook, say you have my full attention, I will participate. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. All right, I'm excited. Today's gonna be a great class. So what are we going through today? Well, today I'm gonna go through the workflow and working on your clients. So how to import their credit report, how to create a dispute letter, how to create your own personal letters in Credit Repair Cloud so you can use those instead of ours. And a little bonus for you, if you wanna learn this, I'm going to teach you how to get some leads using a tool that we have in Credit Repair Cloud. This little bonus thing I'm going to teach you, if you want to learn it, this is what our most successful Credit Repair Cloud users are doing to get dozens and dozens of leads. So if you want to get more leads than you can even ever imagine, go ahead, raise your hand if you're on Zoom. If you're on Facebook, let me know. Say, show me the leads. Give me some leads. All right, so we're gonna get started. But first, I see 10 people watching on Zoom. I only see 3 reactions. So if you're watching me live and you want to learn everything that I know, click on that love button. Show me that you want to be here and that you're present with me. All right. So I want to see some people loving this. All right. 10 people, 3 reactions. Come on, show me some love. I'm going to show you some love. You show me some love. All right, cool. Let's do it. All right. So first things first, we're going to go into our Credit Repair Cloud account. All right. Now, this question that I'm about to ask you, this completely relates to what I'm going to show you. So by a show of hands, how many of you have ever gotten a flyer in the mail for something for free? Like they said, if you come in and show us this flyer, you get a free whatever. Like I'll give you free teeth cleaning, free parcel. I don't know, anything for free in exchange for that flyer. All right, a lot of you are raising your hands. Okay, that right there, that is amazing marketing. I'm just letting you know, and it's something that you should model. I'm going to give you an example, and then I'm going to show you how to apply it to your business. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen really quick, make this a little bit personal. So I got a flyer in the mail a couple years ago for a free teeth cleaning. All right, free teeth cleaning. So I looked up, I went on Google, made sure this dentist was legit. They were completely legit, great reviews. So I'm like, what the heck? Let's do it. So I went there, got the free teeth cleaning. While I was getting teeth cleaning, at the end of the cleaning, they said, okay, here is what we found. If not addressed soon, could lead to some pretty bad things. So I don't remember all of them, but I do remember them saying you have a nice smile. All right, but when was the last time you flossed? Like on your birthday? Yeah, that was bad. So anyway, so they said if we don't fix these things, then that nice smile that you have right now is not going to last long. So I was like, oh no, like, no, I don't want that to happen. I want to keep my smile. So of course, I trusted them. They know what they're talking about, right? They're the dentist, not me. So I went back and I went and gave them a lot of money throughout, the next couple years to fix those issues with my teeth. Okay. And I did it without batting an eye. It was just common sense to me. They know what they're talking about. They're the expert. If you want to keep your smile the way it is, or even better, then you got to listen to them. What if there was something that you could do to bring people into your doors, like the teeth cleaning, to get someone in your office to sit down, and once they leave, they're coming back to you for the next, 6 months to a year or longer? Raise your hand if you would love that. If you just love a way to get someone in your doors for free, like you're not like, okay, there we go. People raising your hands. That's good. That's what you want, right? So there is something you can do in Credit Repair Cloud to actually get some leads into your doors, and you can offer them something for free. And I'm going to show you just that right now. So in your Credit Repair Cloud account, I'm going to do this for a client right now, but you can do this for a lead, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and click on my client's name. I'm then going to click on Import Audit. I'm going to click on Import Credit Report now. Now, by show of hands, how many of you are already confused? Like, why are you importing a report for a lead? Like, why would I want to do that? That is ridiculous. All right, a lot of you are raising your hands. All right, I'm going to go click on Import Report. So now I'm importing a credit report for a lead. Weird, right? Like, why am I doing this? This is ridiculous. Trust me, all right? So here we go. I imported that credit report for the lead. This is what I wanted to happen. I wanted to create an audit. So as I just mentioned, that dentist, the only reason I went to that dentist is because of that flyer for a free teeth cleaning, okay? I'm sure the competition is very high for dentists. There's like one on every corner. Unless you're in a small town, then there might be one in that town. But for the most part, if you're in a very populated city, there's a lot of dental offices. They got to do something different than everyone else just to get people in the doors. That's your main goal, is just to get someone to know who you are. Okay? When you're in business, There's a lot of other of the same businesses around you. You don't have to find a way to sell someone right away. That's not your main objective. Your main objective is just to get someone to know who you are and to get them on a call with you or in your doors or just to meet with you somewhere. Like if you don't have an office yet, you're working from home. If you don't want them to come to your house, at least get them to meet you at Starbucks or something. That is your goal. Just for them to get to know who you are. Okay. So, and the way you get them to know who you are is to give them something for free. Okay. That teeth cleaning was nice because it was free. And I wouldn't have gone to them if it wasn't free. So you have something right here that you can offer someone to give someone for free. Okay. That's when they're going to come to you. People love free things. I'm sure you love free things, right? That's why when you go to Costco, those samples, they always have a line. Okay. It's because it's free. Okay. If someone was charging like $1 a sample, that wouldn't be free. That wouldn't have a packed line. Okay. No one would go there. But the fact that it's free is what is attracting people to come to them. And guess what? If that thing that they're sampling is really good, most people are going to buy it. Okay. Just like if that teeth cleaning was good and they promised me something like a better life or something afterwards, well, guess what? That's when someone buys something. Okay. If it's a really good item you're selling, a very good service you're selling, and it offers them a better life, that's when the sale is going to happen. This right here, this credit analysis does just that. It shows them the pain points in their credit right now. Because as you see, if you've never seen an audit before, whose first time is this seeing an audit? Raise your hand. If it's your first time, I'm going to go like pretty into it and show you how to easily make a sale with it. Okay, cool. Some hands are being raised. I'm gonna go through it. So as you can see, this is very customized to my client. Okay, so here is their credit score for each bureau. Okay, and then if I had derogatories, it would be right here. Or if your clients have derogatories, which they're going to, or else they're not going to come to you, then it would be they're going to be right here with the public records and their inquiries. So as you can see, it's a very, very, very personalized. All right. So just like that teeth cleaning, after the teeth cleaning, when he sat me down, this is the same exact thing. This is what you do next. So you go through the report with him, and guess what? This is already like scripted out for you. So I recommend at least going through it once, like on yourself before you try it out with like a lead. But you don't have to like be a genius with this stuff. Like it's already like scripted out. You could seriously like read from like these lines right here and you'll do great. Okay. So again, it's personalized, and once you go through it and they see like, okay, wow, I have derogatories. So now what you're going to do, here's what I would do next to close the sale. Okay. Because right now what you're going through is you're showing them, okay, here's what's on your report and here's what it means. So now you're educating them and informing them. Now, let me ask you a quick question. The last thing you bought, did you buy it based off of emotion? Like you just like felt like you needed to have it? Raise your hand. If you just, like if it's an emotion. That's why a lot of people have more than like 3 pairs of shoes, okay? If you have more than 3 pairs of shoes, you're buying things based off of emotion after that, right? If you have more things than what you need, that's because you buy based off of emotion. Everybody does that. Everybody, okay? Every single person. So as humans, we buy based off of emotion. We want to feel something, which is why we purchase it. Okay, that's why nice cars exist. Okay, you don't need a nice car. You just feel like you want a nice car. It's the same thing. So what I'm telling you now is that since every human is the same, we all buy based off of emotion. And then afterwards, right after we decide like, I want to buy this, then we justify it with logic. Okay, like how can I logically convince my partner that I need this? Okay, so you start thinking back of your head, okay, like if they ask like, why do I need this? I have to have some reasons on how it's going to really help our business or help our marriage or help our relationship, whatever it is. Like I need to how is this going to make, how is it going to help us out? Okay. So that's what we do afterwards. We don't go into the purchase saying, okay, how is this going to make my life better? We don't do that. We just say, how is it going to make me feel better? So that's exactly what you're going to do with your credit monitoring, with your credit dispute service. Okay. So, and here's how you do just that. All right. So I'm going to scroll up. Here's what I would do if I had a lead right in front of me and I wanted to sell them on my services. I would scroll on up. I'm going to talk to their emotions right now after we go through the report. I'm going to scroll on up right here. And I'm going to have, like, depending on who is in front of me, I'm going to have a picture right here of what that person is wanting to buy. So if this person is coming to me because they want to buy a car eventually and their credit is keeping them from buying that car, well, guess what? I'm going to keep the car right here. Okay. But if I have someone who wants to buy a house, I'm going to swap that out and I'm going to put a house right here. And I'm going to show you how to do that later on. Okay. So just stay with me and I'm going to show you how to customize the audit based on your audience. And here's why. Because if someone's buying a house, someone wants to buy a house and they have a car right here, it's not really painting a picture for what their future can look like. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, we buy based off of emotion. And when we see something that can, fulfill our desires, we want to buy it. Okay. So a car right here, when you want to buy a house, it's not really going to make someone feel an emotion. So right off the bat, we want them to feel an emotion, which is why we would have a house right here if they want to buy a house. Make sense, everybody? All right. So we're going to leave this here for this example. So then that person's sitting in front of me, they want to buy a car and they see this car. So like, whoa, their future is already like, they're now interested. Now like their future is being kind of painted for them right now. Like, oh, there's the car I want, or here's a car. That's me right there. That's what I need. Like you're already talking to me. Like you're already speaking to me. This is now very personal. All right. So then I'll say like, all right, hey, let me just paint this picture for you really quick. Here's a car, $23,000. Here's two different people. One person has a good credit score of 730, and then this person has a credit score of 599. It's just a 131 point difference. Now that is a good difference, but it's not an impossible difference. Okay. So the person who has the better credit score, their interest rate is 1.99%, whereas the person with the worst credit score, theirs is at 14.99%. So person A is paying $368 a month. And for the same exact car, no other modifications, no upgrades, nothing is different. Same car. The person with the worst credit score is paying almost $514 a month. Now, once the car is paid off, the person with the bad credit score, they're paying $9,616 more for the same exact car. Now, with that amount of money that person is losing, that person can actually buy another car. Okay. So that is the kind of picture I would paint for them. Like you're actually going to be losing money if you don't get your credit fixed. Okay. So I want you to notice how I said you're actually losing money if you don't get your credit fixed, as opposed to you'll actually be saving money if you got your credit fixed. Okay. As humans, we care more about not losing something than earning something. Okay, if you went to someone and said, "Hey, would you rather find a way to prevent you from losing $100, or like the $100 that you already have in your account, or do you want to learn how to make $100?" Most likely, that person is going to say, "I don't want to lose the money that I already have." So people will do anything to make sure that they don't lose money that they already have, which is why I word it as, hey, you don't want to lose $9,600, right? And of course they're going to say no. And most of them don't even have that much money in their account. So now they're kind of worried and they're concerned and they're scared. Like, I don't even have that much money in my account. I can't afford to lose that. What happens if I would lose that much money? I'm going to be like, it's going to be really like, I'll be struggling for a very long time if I lost the money that I don't even have. Okay. That is not evil for you to do, by the way. I don't think so whatsoever. I think it's actually kind of your responsibility to paint that picture for them. So people, as we mentioned, buy based off of emotion. Fear is a very strong emotion, and don't feel bad if you have to go that route. Because I'm sure you have bought a lot of things in the past based off of fear emotion. Okay. That's why people buy life insurance. That's why people buy, well, besides being the law, people buy car insurance. They're scared, like, if I got in a car accident, I'm not covered. Okay. So there's a lot of things in the past that you have purchased because of fear. Okay. But if you just left it at fear, you'd be what? Kind of a bully. So what we want to follow it up with is confidence. So what you're doing here with this simple audit is you're giving them a new emotion. You're painting a picture for them of confidence. All right. So that's what the dentist did. Okay. Said, all right, hey, your mouth is going to look jacked. All right. And if he left it at that, be like, you're a jerk. But he said, but here's what we can do to prevent that. He gave me confidence. Okay. So that's what you got to do, is you got to give someone confidence that what you're offering is going to make their life better, that they're not going to lose money. All right. So does that make sense to everyone? Is everyone still with me? Raise your hand. If you just learned something right now, do me a favor, let me know. I want to make sure I'm doing a good job teaching. All right, cool. Thanks. Thanks, friends. Whoa, 17 people. What's up, everybody? It's just like, what, 10 more people just joined us? Hey, if you're watching live, do me a favor, Facebook, show me that you love what I just taught. Click on that love button. I need to know that you love what I'm teaching. I feel like I'm doing a good job. I think my friends on Zoom also agree. And of course, the people on Facebook. So show me that you want to, show me that you're loving this so far, and I'll show you some more. All right, so who's all going to get dozens of leads like right away? Like if you're going to start doing simple audits for your leads, go ahead and raise your hand. All right, cool. That's what I'm talking about. So there's ways you could do that, just like the dentist did. Now, how you do it is going to be up to you and your budget. You could do, you know, Facebook ads and flyers, whatever you want to do. But that's one way to get some leads, is to offer them something for free and then show them your value. Okay, I see too many people trying to show their value first before they even had that lead's attention. So get their attention first, show them your value and how you're going to make their life better. That's what sales is all about. How are you going to make their life better? How are you going to make it safer? How are you going to make them happier? That's what you got to make sure they feel once they leave their meeting with you. Okay. All right. Cool. So now that you went through the simple audit and you have, you know, turned them from a lead to a client, because you're going to make them a client. All right. There's no way that the average person is going to say, like, you know what? No, I think I'm okay losing a lot of money. All right. All right. So once you do that, you go to this audit with them. You have two options. You could download it as a PDF, or you can print it. As you can see, it's very colorful, and I think there's like 12 pages or something. So it is a lot of paper, a lot of ink. So it's up to you what you want to do. So you can download it as well. I'm going to like email it to them or something. All right. So after you do the audit, click on that next button. We're going to go ahead and go through the credit report. All right. So we went through the analysis. Now we're going to start choosing what needs to be disputed. All right. So we're going to go ahead, click on view my news pending report. And if you have any questions about the simple audit, I'm now done with that topic. So click on that Q&A box if you're on Zoom. If you're on Facebook, do me a favor, leave me a comment with your question, and I'll get to it at the end of the class. All right. So here is the credit report. Please always start from the top of the report. Don't just scroll on down and start just clicking on inquiries to dispute. You got to start right here at the very top. All right. And here's why. I'm sure I don't know if you knew this or not, but let's say someone's name is spelled wrong. Well, that's got to be fixed. All right. So if you didn't know this, you could actually just click on their name if it's spelled wrong. And guess what that does? It creates a dispute item. Okay. Now, if their birth year is wrong, same exact thing. You got to correct that. Employer, of course, same thing. And then address, guess what? You can also dispute that. All right. Now, once you make sure everything is correct up here, now you can scroll down and start choosing items that you wish to dispute. Now, we're going to be choosing items that we wish to dispute in the future. Okay, doesn't mean that whatever we're checking right now does not mean we're disputing it at this moment. Okay, so if you want to dispute any inquiries, go ahead and check those. And if you you just need to choose why you're disputing it and what you want the bureaus to do with that information. All right, do you want them to remove it? Like, what do you want them to do? So you would just click on choose instruction. Now you'll see these items. And by a show of hands, how many of you, or actually in a comment, if you're on Facebook, let me know what color you think this is. On Zoom, go ahead and chat me like, what color is this? I always say light red, but then like it also looks pink. I'm not sure. So what color do you think this is? All right, so you're gonna choose a reason and instruction for every negative item. All right, so the reasons and instructions that you choose, this is exactly what's going to show up on your dispute, on the client's dispute letters, okay? So please make sure you're not being like me, all right, and just choosing random reasons and instructions, because once again, word for word, this is what shows up on the letters. Now, let's say that you don't see a reason and instruction that you like. Well, if you don't see one that applies to your client's item, all you gotta do is click on Add New Reason and then just type it here, and Add New Instruction and then just type it here. All right. So there we go. All right. So I want you to notice something. I forgot to choose a reason and instruction. Okay. So let's just say I forgot to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and click on. I want to start disputing the items now, okay? So I want to start going to the dispute wizard and start creating my letters. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save My Work and continue to the wizard. Oops, I forgot to choose a reason for the credit inquiries. So as you can see, it's not possible to skip a step, so our system will not let you move forward if you forgot to do something. I think that's pretty cool. So scroll on down. We're going to go back to, we're going to go to the wizard now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click on create letter 4. We're doing a round 1. Okay, so round 1. Now, because we imported the report, it's already in the software. So we're going to click on add saved pending items. So as here are the items that we checked off in the previous step. And as you can see, here's a personal information right here. And then scrolling on down, now here's the negative items from the report. Now, let's say someone came to you with a PDF report or like a report that cannot be imported. So first off, just know that you can't create a simple audit for those, okay? So the only way to get a lead and to import the report is if they order the report from one of the providers that can be imported. But if you have a client that brings you a PDF or something, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to manually dispute some items. So click on Add New Item. You wanna choose with like, so let's say the report's in front of you. All right, so this is under Equifax, this is under Experian. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and choose from this list which creditor furnisher it is. But if it's not there, just click on Add Creditor Furnisher. Okay, type out the account number. If there's no account number, which is completely normal, then leave it blank. But I'm saying this because I'm a guy as well. If you're a guy, maybe get like, 2 to 3 other people to look over the report, make sure there's no account number, because chances are you might have just missed it. All right. Like I think the other day I lost my hat and it was on my head. So I don't know. So just type out the account number there if there is one. If there is one, also type out the random characters. I think there's like a lot of X's on there, maybe some O's, no, hugs and kisses. All right, we're gonna scroll on down. We're gonna choose a reason. We're gonna choose an instruction and click on continue. That's it. It is so easy to dispute a report manually, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and check off those items. All right, we're gonna click on next. And then here is that dispute letter, all right? So so right here you see 3 different tabs. Let's say that at one point you only see like 2 tabs. Well, if you only see 2 tabs or you don't see all 3 tabs, it's okay. It's just you only see those 2 tabs because you're disputing an item that does not fall under that other bureau. Okay, so you'll only see the bureaus here for like items are being disputed under. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, oh, I also want to show you one more thing, the signature. All right, so the only reason you're seeing a signature right here right now is because my client chose a signature style from their onboarding tasks. Okay, so when they log into their portal, they're going to see some tasks they need to complete, like order in their credit report, choosing a signature style. So if you don't see a signature, it's because your client did not choose one. Now, I also want to mention one more thing. Some people think like my client signed their agreement, so why isn't there a signature here? And that's because the client signature from their agreement and the signature style are completely separate things. Okay. So now that we see the letters here, what we want to do now is click on Save Letters. Okay. So once we see this box come up right here, we're going to name this letter whatever. Oops, there's my address. We're gonna go ahead and name this letter, and we'll say if it's round 1, round 2, round 3, etc. And I want you to notice this right here. I recommend always keeping this checked. Always keep this checked. And the reason is because this is create a task to follow up on these disputed items, and it'll say like by default 30 days. And what this will do is in 30 days after you save the letters, you will have an alert sent to you saying, hey, reach out to this client to get any updates from them, because it's going to be their address on the return envelope. So look, everything's looking like it's coming from your clients. Okay, so the bureaus think everything that they're getting is actually from your client. So guess what? They're going to mail any responses back to your client. And it typically takes about 30 days for that to happen. So what you need to do is leave this as 30 days. And then in 30 days, you'll get that reminder to reach out to them to see if there's any updates. All right. So blah, or blah, whatever, blah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and save this. All right, so letter saved successfully. Now, what happens when a letter is saved successfully is your client will now receive an email. Does anyone want to see what that email looks like? I can show you. Raise your hand if you want to see what it looks like. All right, a lot of you. All right, let me see if I can do that. I completely forgot that step. I don't usually show people. No one really asks for it. So let me show you. I think it's a good thing to see. All right. By the way, everyone, do you like some test emails, and click on this new email. So it says subject challenges sent on your behalf. And then it says, dear, your client's name would go right here. And then it shows them everything that's being disputed in the email. Not only that, but they can log into their portal, and in their portal, it'll show them also what is being disputed. So it's pretty cool. The next thing that happens when you save it is if your client is on a chargeback plan, and if that chargeback plan is to charge them upon when the first letter is created and saved, that's when they'll be charged. So when you click on Save Letter. All right, so I do recommend saving the letters as opposed to printing them from right there. So I'll show you what that looks like again. So we're gonna go ahead, click on round 1, add save pending items. Okay. So you'll see all these other options down here. Save letters, print preview. So here's what I would do. So first, save it, okay? Always save your letters, okay? And if you want to print it from right here, you can just click on print preview and then print. However, there is a really cool feature that we have in Credit Repair Cloud. It's called batch print, okay? Because if you're not using batch print, then what you're doing right now is you are going through each of your clients' letters and printing them individually, which could be kind of time consuming, right? So to turn this on, you're gonna go to My Company. And what batch print's gonna allow you to do is print out all of your letters at the same time, including client documents, you know, the photo ID, all that cool stuff. All right, so you'll go to My Company, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Dispute Options. All right, My Company, Dispute Options, and then this would say Activate Batch Print Now by default, okay? So it'll be a green button that says Activate Batch Print Now. You would click on that, okay? And then you would see this new icon up at the top, the printer, okay? So you would then click on that printer icon, and then you would see all of your clients' letters that have not yet been printed. All right, and they will only show here, okay? They will only show here if you click on Save Letters from the Dispute Wizard. All right, so you gotta click on Save Letters. So you also have a filter right here, so you can choose, you know, the date range, if you wanna just show unprinted letters, printed letters, or both. So I'm gonna do both so you can see some more letters. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna click on Print Selected Letters, and here's all the letters right here. And if my, let me see if I have any uploaded photo. No, I should have done that. Okay, so if my client did upload a photo ID and their proof of address, there would be, it would be here as well. Okay, so it'd be right under their letters. Okay, there'd be like another 2 pages here for their photo ID and that proof of address. All right, so then you would just click on Open PDF, and then you'll be able to print your letters from there. Pretty cool, right? Is everyone still with me? Raise your hand if you're still with me and you're learning a ton. I know I'm throwing so much stuff at you. You're learning so much today. I told you that you would, but I hope that you're actually loving everything you're learning. So I would love that feedback. If you're actually like getting something from this, I would love to know that. Because if you're not, then I'm doing a really bad job as a teacher, and I'll quit. I'll just quit. I'll send in resignation letter to Daniel, unless you tell me not to do that. All right, so I'm now going to do a round 2, just show you really quick how to do that. So we're gonna go back to my clients. I'm gonna go ahead and click on my client's name, karaoke. I don't know if anyone caught that. If you're not a dad, then you're probably rolling your eyes saying this guy. But if you are a dad, I'm sure you're on the floor right now laughing because that's hilarious. All right. I forgot to mention I'm a dad. All right. So we're going to go ahead and click on Dispute Wizard. All right. We're going to click on Create Dispute Letters. And then this page should look very familiar to you. If not, it's because you've been asleep the past 20 minutes. All right, so I'm going to now click on round 2. All right, so step B. So earlier I mentioned if you had to import, or if you had a client bring you a PDF report, you had to click on Add New Item. But if you already added a new item, like if you already did a manual dispute for round 1, it's now saved in the system, okay? So you don't have to click on Add New Item again for the same exact item. So what you're going to do is click on Previously Saved Penny Items, and it's going to be here, all right? So I forgot which item we chose earlier. I don't know, let's just go with capital 1. All right, so click on Continue. And then you have the option, is this letter for the credit bureau, or is it for the creditor furnisher? And then choose a letter from the library. Now, if you are on a trial, you may notice that you don't see the letters. And here is why. So a round 1 dispute takes 30 days minimum, okay? So the trial for Credit Repair Cloud is 30 days. That being said, you don't need to do a round 2 in a 30-day period, all right? That's not gonna happen. So within a 30-day period, round 2s are not necessary. You're just doing round 1s. okay? Which is why the letters are not showing for you. All right, so let's say you're actually now a paid user and you actually now need to do a round 2. You'll see all of these letters, all right? These come with your account. Pretty cool, right? So here's some proven to work letters. You can just choose which one applies to this situation. I'm going to choose a random one, click on next. And if I had clients, I would also choose random ones, which is not good, which is why it's very good news that I'm not repairing credit, but instead teaching you how to use the software. All right. I'd be like, I like the sound of that. I think I'm going to go with that letter. It has a nice title. All right, cool. So here's that letter. As you can see, it's a bit more in depth and include more, signatures in some cases. Some cases it doesn't. So it just depends what the situation is. Now, I'm going to click on Save Letters. Now it's going to show up in my printer icon. All right. Now, if you're on a trial, just because you don't have access to the library of letters does not mean you can't use your own letters. Let's say you want to use your own letters. You can still do that, I mean, if you want. And to do this, you go to My Library. And then Add New Letter. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to, paste your letter right here. And that's it. So if you're adding your own letters, whether you're on a trial or paid, I'm sure if you want to use the same letter for all of your clients, I'm sure the last thing you want to have to do is manually type out all of your clients' names each time you're creating a letter for them, right? So here's something pretty cool to save you some time. Scroll down. Ooh, placeholders. All right. So I recommend using these as much as possible. Okay. So you're going to see these placeholders in your client agreement. You're going to see them in the simple audit. And of course, the letters. That's how you customize your letters without having to type everything yourself. All right. So what we would do is, for example, copy this placeholder. So there we go. So now every time this letter is used, it's actually going to fill in my client's name right here. All right. So that's it. I think I covered everything I told you I would cover, except one more thing. I'm going to show you how to quickly customize the simple audit. So remember earlier I said, like, hey, if you want to put a house here, you can put a house here. If you want to put whatever kind of picture you want there, you can. It's like, I don't know. If all else fails, maybe put a picture of like a puppy there. I've seen puppies, pictures of puppies just, sell like crazy. So if you can put a picture of a puppy anywhere and make a sale, I would do that. All right, so to customize your simple audit, you're gonna go to My Company. You're gonna go ahead and go to Simple Audit. Add New Simple Audit Template. Okay, and then if you wanna make your own simple audit, by all means, go for it. That'd be pretty cool. But you don't have to. If you just wanna use the default one and all you wanna do is change the picture, just click on Reset Audit Text to default template right here. Ooh, check this out. See, told you, placeholders everywhere. All right, here's some placeholders right here. So, your logo would be right here. Your, the date would be right here. All right, and scroll on down. Put the picture of the puppies right here. And then if you're putting a picture of a house, please do not leave it at that. All right, please change the text right here. All right, no one's buying a house for $24,000. At least I hope not, because I'm in Southern California and I'd be very jealous if you're buying a house for $24,000. All right, so just edit this one section and then click on, you can set it as a default and then save audit template. And you are good to go. All right, friends, it is now time for Q&A. I know I just threw so much stuff at you. So now if you are any bit confused, please let me know and I will, do my best to get rid of that confusion. All right, so I'm gonna go to the Facebook session really quick. I don't see any questions right now. How do you create that for different clients? Because Simple Audit doesn't have their credit scores. No, the Simple Audit should definitely have your clients' credit scores. It's in the, let me scroll on down. So like, as you see, here's a placeholder for derogatory items list. public record table. So as you can see, like it does have their information. So thanks to the placeholders. So like 3 bureau credit score table, like it should all show there. With the inquiries, doesn't give me an option to choose multiple reasons. Correct. So if you're disputing inquiries, it'll be the same reason and instruction for every single inquiry there. All right, these questions sound more like, well, I can tell you what to do in the software. Like if you're disputing, if every inquiry has a different reason and instruction, then what you want to do is manually type out the reasons and instructions in the letters if they're all different. How do you choose a reason? Do you ask your client what they wish to choose as a reason? So that's when your discretion is advised. If you just have a conversation with them and then ask them what happened in that situation. I don't know too much about this, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But I would also see what other credit heroes are doing in the Facebook community, but really just hear them out and actually see what the situation is, and then do your best to find a reason there. And if it's not there, then type it out yourself. Okay, I see some questions on Zoom, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over to Zoom. What are the benefits of manually compared to an auto import from, say, Identity IQ? Yeah, if you're working with a credit report that can be imported, just import it. Don't manually dispute. Importing has much more benefits than manually disputing items are. All right, so if you can import it, just import it. It's gonna because that's when you'll also be able to create that simple audit. Because as I mentioned, you can't create a simple audit for items that are being manually disputed. I haven't been able to join the Facebook community. How do I join the Credit Repair Cloud community? Yeah, you should totally join the Facebook group. So go to Facebook, in the search bar, just type in Credit Repair Cloud community, and you will be asked to answer a couple questions. So actually a few. So you'll be asked to answer 3 questions. Please answer them. It'll take you under 30 seconds. It just asks the email address your account is under, and if you are a Credit Repair Cloud user or a Business Essentials student. That's it. So just please do that. And then it usually takes us, 24 hours to add, if that. So where can I see the reply of this presentation on my free time? Yeah, good question. So if you want to see the replay of this software class, just go ahead, go in our Facebook group, go to videos on your left side, and then you'll be able to see the video right here. Now, let's say you don't want to find this exact class, but you just want to find this topic being covered again. Well, then go to albums and then go to Credit Hero software class, and you'll see a different recording of the same exact topic. What should be included in the letters mailed out? So Caesar, if this is your first time, like if it's your first time sending out a letter for this client, you're going to want to include a picture of their photo ID, like a scanned copy of it, and also a utility bill for proof of address. Some people include the actual credit report, but it's not necessary. Some people still do it, but you don't have to do that. Okay, let me go see if there's anything in chat. Hey, someone said, great job. Hey, thanks, Wayne. And then Wayne says the color was magenta of the negative items. I never thought of that. And someone said pink. I froze. Oh, no. I hope I didn't freeze too long earlier. Sorry about that. How do you add your own agreement to the default user agreement they sign at the start of credit repair? Yeah, so if you want to add your own agreement, you can do so by going to My Company, Client Agreement, and then Add New Agreement. And then you can just paste your agreement here, or click on Add Original Default Agreement Text if you just want to change a couple things in here. All right, let me see if there's any more questions on Facebook. All right, I don't see any new comments or questions or anything like that. So, hey, thanks for the love, everybody. Appreciate you. Hey, this class was really cool. Oh, actually, I just see one more question. I think I do in the Q&A box. Oh, hey, thanks, Caesar. I really appreciate that. He said, awesome, awesome, great webinar, man. You're awesome. Hey, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. All right, friends. That's the end of today's class. I hope you learned a ton today. If you did, I would love to hear that. I think you should get an email today saying like, how did you like the class? If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know as well. Like if there's anything I can make, like if I can make this better in any way, I would love that honest feedback. But if you love today's class, I would love to hear that as well. So again, thank you so much. I really love today's class. You're all amazing. I hope you all have a great Thursday. It's almost the weekend. I hope you actually give yourself a couple of days off. You deserve it. All right, friends. Have a good day. Bye-bye.